Hi! It's Halloween. I am so excited, even though they don't celebrate it in Australia as big as we do at home in Canada, but I'm still pretty stoked, so I thought I would do a get ready with me today. When I first started watching YouTube videos, all I watched was like beauty videos and get ready with me's and tutorials and stuff like that, which is why I'm so obsessed with makeup now. But yeah, I always kind of thought that I would have like a makeup channel at some point, so I thought it would be fun to do one just because I've always wanted to. So if you want to see me get ready for Halloween, do my hair and my makeup and my costume, then stick around, keep watching. So I'm going to start with my hair. I've let it mostly air dry today. I just put a little bit Moroccan oil in it after I got out of the shower, and then I had it in French braids, so it's a little bit like curly right now. So I'm just going to finish drying it and then go in and do some curls. Now that my hair is totally dry, I'm just going to go ahead and section it off, starting with just a little piece at the bottom, and I'm just going to use my straightener to curl it. Basically all I'm doing is taking sections on either side of my head like this and just piecing them off, and then I'll curl kind of forward. So flip the iron towards my face and run it down. Give the curl one way, and then I will take the next section and curl it, flipping the iron away from my face. And then this just gives more volume and more bounce. Okay, so I finished my hair and I'm just gonna leave it like this until I'm actually ready to put my headband and everything on. I'm gonna tease it up and stuff, but for now, just loose curls. So I'm going to pin it back out of my face and then start my makeup. So I'm going to start with primer. I'm using the POREfessional by Benefit around my nose and my chin where I have more visible pores. And I'm just gonna smooth a little bit of that on. And then I'm using the Magic Lumi by L'Oreal on the rest of my face to give it more of a brightening effect, because this is a little bit reflective, so underneath my foundation it'll just give it more of a glow. And I painted my nails red to match my costume. It is Essie 5th Avenue. There we go. For foundation, I'm going to use my Smashbox Camera Ready BB cream, and this is in the color Light. I'm going to use a sponge to put that in. This one is, I think it's by Aqua from Shoppers Drug Mart. So I'm just going to take little bits of that and dab it on. And I'm going to go in with Boi-ing by Benefit in color 01, just underneath my eyes, make sure that they're concealed. And I'm just going to use my finger for this. I just got my eyebrows threaded and tinted this morning, so they are actually quite dark for what I'm used to, but I am still going to fill them in just because you can see there's a few little like gaps and things. So I'm using the Makeup Forever Professional Aqua Brow. This is in the color 10. I think it's like the ash blonde one, and I've just got a little dab of it on the back of my hand, and I'm just going to use a small angled like eyebrow brush. This one's from Aqua as well. And I'm just going to go in and fill in any of those little holes. So to bronze and contour, I'm going to use the e.l.f. contouring blush and bronzer palette in St. Lucia. Just these colors here. I'm actually not going to use the blush, just the bronzer, and I'm using a small stippling brush also by e.l.f. So I'm going to take a little bit and contour my cheeks, and then also my temples and underneath my chin and my nose. Quite heavily, just because it is Halloween, so why not go all out? And I really want to bronze up my face because the rest of my body is quite dark and my face is a little lighter, because I usually only put one coat of self tanner on my face, and I use a different self tanner on my face than I do on my body, so I want to make sure that everything kind of matches up seamlessly. Okay, so that looks a little extreme right now, but once I have everything else on, it'll kind of blend it down. For blush, I'm going to use my NARS Orgasm, and this is what I use every day pretty much. And I'm taking that on a Real Techniques multitask brush. And I'm just going to focus that really high up on kind of almost on my temple and bring a little bit up into my temple, kind of behind the apples of my cheeks, just because I want my face to look more angled almost, I guess. And I'm gonna also go quite heavy on the blush just because it's Halloween and you can. For the last step for the face, I'm just going to highlight using Benefit's What's Up on the very tops of my cheekbones, blend it out. Down the bridge of my nose. And my Cupid's bow, but I'll go back in and fix that later as well. I'm going to use my Naked 3 palette by Urban Decay. Just a big fluffy blending brush. This one's by Aqua, and the color Nooner. And I'm just gonna run that through my crease to start to define my eyes. So the sun is disappearing and my lighting just went really weird, but that's okay. I'm just gonna take another big kind of fluffy blending brush. This one is by, I don't know, I think Crown Brush, and a lighter color. This time I'm taking Limit, but I'm gonna put that all over my lid just to even up the color. And I'm also gonna take that just lightly up above my crease. I'm gonna put some masking tape down just from the corner of my eye to the tip of my brow. Probably a lot longer than I needed, but that's okay. So I'm gonna go in with kind of a smaller fluffy brush in the color Dark Side, again from the Naked 3. And just with a little bit of that, I'm gonna start to define the outer corner of my eye. And then with that same blending brush, I'm going to go in with the color Factory here and go over a little bit more into the crease on the first half. And I'm going to try to keep kind of a very round shape on the top of my eyes so that they do look more almost cartoony. And I'm going to use Trick. This one here. Just a nice kind of champagne-y gold color, and I'm just gonna pop that all over my lid to give it some shine. And for a highlight, I'm actually gonna mix two colors, so I'm gonna use Strange from this palette, and then I'm also gonna use Champagne from Pop Goes the Shadow, just because it's a little bit more reflective and light. So I'm gonna use Strange up under my brow, and it just gives more of a matte highlight because I don't want that to be too shimmery. And then I'm gonna also use that on the inner third of my eye to lighten it up. And I'm gonna go in with that Champagne color and put that right in the inner corner of my eye quite heavily, and then drag it down that first third part underneath my eye. And then I'm using the Stila Stay All Day liquid liner, the felt tip. This is the best eyeliner ever, by the way. Probably would have just been easier if I had done my cat eye normally, since that's kind of my go-to makeup anyway. So I'm just gonna fix those quickly in the mirror and then we'll be back. So I fixed up my cat eyes, and I'm just gonna go in and finish the rest of the eyes. Take that Factory color from earlier, the lighter brown, and just define the outer bit of my eye where we had left it blank earlier, and then kind of smudge that up into the liner just to connect everything together. And for mascara, I'm using the Urban Decay Perversion. So I ended up using the Natural Lash kit from Aqua. I like the way that these ones turned out. I think they look pretty good. So I'm just going to go back in and touch up the eyeliner, and I'm just going to go in and do my little Minnie Mouse nose and my lips next. So I'm just using the same the Stila liquid liner, and I'm just going to go in and draw. I would wear this every day, I think it looks cute. And then I'm just going to do nice bright red lips, of course, to go with Minnie Mouse. So I'm using a lip liner just by Savvy. I'm not sure what the color is. Cherry. And then to fill in my lips, I'm going to use Suedeberry by LimeCrime. I want something really long lasting.
Happy Halloween.